What's going on, y'all? What it is, what ain't, what it do, what it be. You feel me? Welcome back to the lab session, bro. It's been a while, man. I'm feeling better than ever. Rocking and rolling, man. You know what I'm saying? I got a few topics that I need to touch on and feel like no better time than right now. So let's dive straight into it, man. You know, we got some other things coming up soon, too. Just did a little workout earlier. So that was great, man. You know, those of you that don't know, I had got my wisdom teeth pulled out a few weeks ago. And boy, when I tell you, bro, that bit was real. That was crazy, man. Let me tell you how this shit went, bro. I'm gonna tell you how this whole thing went, right? So I'm there, I'm in the office. I sit down in the chair, right? Because I never had no surgery. I never been knocked out before, nothing like that. I was really nervous about being knocked out. So they started putting these monitors on me, and it made me feel a little better. I'm like, okay, cool. That makes sense that they're gonna monitor my heart rate and stuff while I'm asleep to make sure I'm alive, right? Cool. Relieved now, right? The dude come in, said something about he loved his job. So I'm like, okay, I hope you're good at your job, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Put the thing in my arm. They took a little blood over that first. It was like a clear syringe, right? He put it in there, right? I'm talking to him still. I want to know what you're doing before you do it, or what is this you're putting in my body? You feel me? But he just talking still. I'm talking about he had this thing. When it went down, pew, it clicked. Bro, it's like somebody covered my ears. It was like this. Like, I couldn't hear nothing no more. It's just like, I hear the mumbles in the background, you know what I'm saying? So cool, that happened, right? Then he got this little white syringe now, right? This one white. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I was like, hold up. He put that bit, when that bit clicked, I was out. It's just like I was underwater. It's like I just went underwater. And then I remember waking up, and it's like everything was kind of fuzzy. And then I was like, whoa. I was like, damn, y'all fucked me up, man. Cause I had, man, the gauze in my mouth. I was done. I was out the game, bro. Out the game. Got in a wheelchair. They rolled my ass out the spot, and I came home. And then, mind you, I thought I was good because I really didn't feel nothing. But I had all them drugs in my system still. So when I got home, I woke up, did a little stuff, bomb, bomb, bomb. It wasn't until like the third day when I was like, damn, bro, this shit, they really done took my teeth out, bro. That third day came, and I was in pain, bro. Pain and agony. I ain't taking none of the meds they really tried to give me like that neither. I was just doing the ibuprofen. I was supposed to be doing ibuprofen and Tylenol, right? I didn't do that neither. I was just doing ibuprofen. It wasn't until about day 5 or so I ended up going back to work. So I went to work on that Monday, and I thought I was gonna be somewhere where I didn't have to talk. So I could still rock out, do my little thing, you know what I'm saying? But I was somewhere where I had to talk, and I was talking a lot, man. I overdid it. So I'm like, bro, I was in pain and agony, bro. I'm like, damn, bro, my shit sensitive to touch still. I'm still not eating and stuff like that. So, bomb. That went on. I ended up getting some Tylenol and stuff like that, and that shit made it better. So then, like, day 5, 6, and 7, it was a little bit better. And then once I hit 7, it was like, okay, things kind of turned. I was eating some more food now. Things got better. Now it's been about 2 weeks, so I'm really 100, you know what I'm saying? So that was a hell of an experience, bro. I remember a story my cousin told me when he got his, I think he had like knee surgery or something like that one time. And they had gave him some, he was like telling him he's not gonna go to sleep. And he was like, they told him to count back from 10. So he doing it. And all he told me, he was like, he remember counting back, he got like 7. And he woke up and he was home. I was like, bro, that's crazy, bro. My nephew told me the same thing. He said when they knocked him out, bomb. He said he remember going there, and then he woke up on the couch at home. I was like, bro, that shit is insane, bro. Like, it's just crazy to think, bro. Like, bro, if somebody hit you with that and you did not want that done, bro, your ass is gone, bro. You don't know. At least 30 minutes you out of there, bro, not knowing what's going on. You could be missing organs. You could be missing teeth. You could be missing your innocence, bro. You could miss your innocence, dog. You know, ain't no telling, bro. Shit wicked, man. But I had to get mine done because my teeth was like, I didn't think they were bothering me. You know what I'm saying? We're going to find out now that I'm healed. Like, maybe they was bothering me. I didn't realize that was my problem. But I knew my teeth were shifting because I got my grill. So when I put my old grill in, it wouldn't fit. You know what I'm saying? So shit was cool, though. I'm glad I got it done. Oh, my teeth. I don't know if I was messed up or not. So now I'm healed. I do feel a little bit of relief. Really on this. This one was the one I was bad, bro. And this one hurt the most when it was healing. So we're going to find out, right? But I got them done. I bit the bullet. I said, I'm going to just get it out of the way so I don't got to worry about it. But I knew my teeth were shifting because my grill wouldn't fit. So I also didn't want to wait too long. And then I wake up in the morning, my teeth are like crooked like this. You know what I'm saying? So let me knock that out. I'm good with that. And yeah, we straight, man. So let's see what other procedures and stuff we gonna get. I got something I'm trying to get my eyes fixed potentially, but I'll cross that bridge when I get there and keep y'all updated on that. So if any of y'all have done that, man, go ahead and comment down below whether it's LASIK, Smile, PRK, or I think the other one called Evo or whatever. I'm leaning more towards Smile, so we'll see. I heard great things though, but that's cool. That's cool. That was it, man. That was all that I got new going on. I did my first workouts, come back to the gym. It was kind of rough at first, going back in there, but I'm feeling great now, bro. So like I hit legs a few days ago, and I was feeling really weak, man. Things were that usually felt light were feeling kind of heavy. So then today I went and I was squatting and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, I'm feeling a little bit better now today. You know what I'm saying? Still, I did 275. That felt a little heavy out there. You know what I'm saying? Did my little few reps that I could, but at least we know where to build from now. You know what I mean? So we're gonna do that and keep growing in the gym. Back on the bulk, rolled to 200. We lost some weight past few weeks due to being sick and due to the teeth getting pulled, man. I try my best to hit my calories, drinking a lot of Boost and stuff like that, but it was hard, bro. Stomach was tore up and things like that, but we back eating and stuff, bro. So that's a great thing as well. Hopefully, the end of this month we'll get back to that 190 spot we was at, and then July 193 or so like that. That's the plan, y'all. That's the plan. So stay tuned for that, man. And like I said, let me know what y'all enjoy, man. Out of all the workouts I do, y'all like the chest days, the back days, the leg days the most. Y'all like it all, man. Just let me know so I can start doing that. If there's other things y'all want to see me do, you know what I'm saying? More little vlogs, more stuff and me going out, just doing lifestyle stuff. I'll do that too. I just like to know what y'all want to see so I can push that out the most, right? One video I did do the other day, I was cooking, and I want to emphasize on this again, bro. I was telling everybody that y'all need to change the way that you see food, bro. Because a lot of people just go into spots because this looks good. Or, oh, this is my favorite meal or whatever, right? When in all reality, the grand scheme of things, bro, food is a value exchange, right? I'm eating this to help my body recover. I'm eating this to help my body be fueled enough for whatever adventures I'm going to go on. You know what I mean? And you need your macronutrients and your micronutrients. You know what I'm saying? Micronutrients will be things like vitamin A, B, C, K, E, all that stuff, right? Macronutrients, you got protein, carbs, and fats, right? I'm not no science-based lifter, right? But I do believe in tracking your food and tracking your calories and whatnot, right? So that's one thing I'm big on, bro. Like, you don't have to be perfect when it comes to hitting that, but you do need to know how to do it, right? So that you can eyeball it. You know what I'm saying? Once you get to a certain point, you don't need no scale, bro. Once you know how to track certain foods, you don't need it no more. And then also once you do enough times, it's already in your logs. All you gotta do is press and go. You know what I mean? And it's about creating that habit, man. So like on my bulk, I'm tracking, but I'm not tracking. I'll track majority of my stuff. And then if I know, okay, I'm at 2,700 calories, I'm about to eat two, whatever it is, that's 160 calories each, bro. That's about 3 some right there. You feel me? So that's 3,000 calories I'm at now. I did the math in my head, but I tracked this 2,700 because I would not know what 2,700 is if I didn't track it. You feel me? So you need to have that in your bag, especially if you're trying to gain weight or lose weight the right way, right? I'm not finna just eat all day and hope I'm doing this right. I'm at least be close enough so I know where I'm supposed to be. So I'm eating 3,000 calories. I know, okay, I need this many more calories to be in my surplus still. You feel me? Because if you don't track, you don't know. Or I'm finna overeat and now I'm getting fat. Now my body fat is goddamn way up. My muscles down here, my body fat's up here. Versus we want our body fat to be like this. You know what I'm saying? You don't put on body fat regardless. Or like I say hand in hand, you know what I'm saying? It's really been even. And on this bulk, I've had pretty lean bulk. It takes a little bit longer, but I feel good. I'm able to perform better. I'm still doing certain movements. I can still do my handstands and my wrist don't hurt that bad. I'm still doing my muscle ups. My muscle ups have actually gotten better. Muscle ups gotten cleaner. I'm able to do more reps at a time. You know what I'm saying? At one point, bro, I was only able to do one every blue moon. Like I had to be fresh, go on there. Now I could do a whole workout, and at the end of it, I could go ahead and hit a muscle up. And I'm not using as much kip. Y'all can see that in one of my past videos. You know what I'm saying? In the last workout video I just posted, I did 2 muscle ups back to back, and it's just on command. I just get on the bar, pew, and do it. Less swing, less kip. You know. Now obviously, like I said, I ain't got the straight leg down yet, right? But we'll get there eventually in due time. But that's due to the lean bulk. You feel me? As where if I was putting on too much weight too soon, I'd be too heavy, 5 pounds in a month is kind of crazy, you know what I'm saying? And mind you, only probably 1 or 2 pounds of that will be potentially muscle. The rest of that would probably be fat, you know? And now your physique's not looking how you want it to look. Then on top of that, you're at the end of your bulk. You think you're 190 pounds and you're gonna be lean? No, bro, you're really 170, you know what I'm saying? You just had more fat and you were fooled by the fat. Same with the cut too, right? You're cutting weight. You don't want to drop your calories too much too soon because of being in a crash diet and now your metabolism's messed up, your hormones are off balance, all that kind of stuff, right? That's a whole nother conversation, but that's why it's important to track so you know you're within the right range. And on the cut, really, bro, I'm more like locked in on a cut because I know I got to hit these numbers, but it's also easier because I'm only eating a certain amount of food. So I know, okay, 2 chicken breasts, 2 cups of rice, god dang, whatever other stuff I have for that day. Maybe I have a pineapple juice that day too, some fruit. Like I can eat that for a week straight, you know what I'm saying? I'll hit my numbers. Okay, next week I'm gonna do the same thing. It gets a little bit easier, you know? Now I know, okay, if I weigh up, I don't need this no more. I can weigh up this much chicken breast, I'm hitting my numbers, you know what I mean? Good skill to have. And I told you on my last video, man, they have those food labels on everything you eat for a reason. Those aren't there for no reason, bro. That's so you know what you're putting in your body, what you're eating, what ingredients you have, how many calories there is in these meals, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, you could do it. I know people that don't track and they have good physiques. I know people that don't do all that and they look good and feel good still too, right? But more than likely, you're not like that, bro. You're not like that, bro. You know what I mean? Some people just are blessed with those kind of genetics, faster metabolism, so on and so forth. Their bodies just structured a little bit differently and they could afford to do that, you know what I mean? Or in their mind, they don't care about getting too fat. They don't care about messing up their hormones. They don't care about messing up their metabolism, you know what I'm saying? And that's cool too. But if you want to do it right, so you don't got to do it twice, go ahead and do it the right way and do it slowly and bulk, bro. Slowly and cut, you know? So that's that, bro. That's something else I want to touch base with y'all on, bro. This is another thing, bro. This is the main thing I really want to get in here with for y'all to hear this, bro. Is when you know where you're going in life, man. When you know what direction you're heading in, man, and you're on your path and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, bro, you don't have to worry about the shenanigans. You don't have to worry about the nonsense and foolery. You feel what I'm saying? So when things don't work out in your favor, and you still on your path, bro, it's cool, bro, because you know where you're going, so don't sweat it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes things got to happen, and you got to change your perspective because every negative has a positive, right? One example I made with this situation was you're on a highway, your tire pops, you got to change your tire. Cool, it's annoying, right? But let's just say there was an accident that occurred 10 minutes down the road, and if you did not take the time to stop and do this, bro, you would have been a part of that accident, and God had plans for you, right? So that's how you got to look at certain things in these bad situations. Because every bad situation isn't really a bad situation. You just don't have the awareness or clarity to look at it from that other lens. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said too, man, like, you know where you're headed, bro. You don't have to worry about what this person got going on, what this person got going on. You got to be patient sometimes, bro. And I had to struggle with this for a long time before, but I got a lot better with it, man. It's like, okay, I know, okay, it's not my turn right now. It's not my time, but my time is coming. And things will fall in line how it's supposed to fall in line. And you'll be like, damn, I'm one step closer. I'm another step closer. I'm another step closer. You about to have that breakthrough, you know what I'm saying? You about to break through it. You just got to keep going. There's a picture, it's a meme that used to go viral a lot of times, right? It's two miners, the top and the bottom one, right? And they're using the pickaxe, right? And they're going, right? The top dude hit the diamonds, right? The bottom dude was one more swing away from hitting the diamonds, but he stopped and turned back away because he wasn't patient. He didn't believe he didn't believe in himself, bro. He didn't believe that this was the end goal. You know what I mean? This wasn't where he was headed. You know what I'm saying? He had no direction. He just was probably doing it to fit in what everybody else was doing. You know what I'm saying? He really didn't truly believe that he was heading where he was headed. You know what I mean? But when your heart, mind, and soul, you know where you're going. You know you're on top of your goals. You're on top of your mission. You're doing everything you're supposed to be doing. You don't have to worry about what else got going on. And sometimes I catch myself doing the same thing. I'll compare myself to other people. I'll see people with this, see people with that going on. But you don't know how they got that. You don't know what they did to get there. You don't know how long they're going to have that for. I talk about Plies, bro. What he said, I don't know, 25 years worth 2 years of balling. You know what I'm saying? So some people might have a good little run, but is it a lifestyle now? Is this their life? Did their life really change? Or is it just for a little good time, bro? You know what I'm saying? I don't know about you. I know me personally, and people that are like-minded like me, I'm trying to change my life. I'm working on changing my whole life, bro. So I'm good. I ain't got to worry about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Health, my mindset, my wealth. You know what I'm saying? All of the above. I'm trying to make sure I'm good in every portion and aspect of life, you know what I'm saying? So it will take a little bit longer. Sometimes you gotta move a little bit different. And sometimes it's not your time. So don't worry about what they got going on, worry about what you got going on, you know? And really understand where you're headed, you know what I mean? And make sure you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. This is why it's important to have direction as well. Because when you don't have no direction, you're just jumping in every bag, every lane, moving here, there, right? Versus if you know you on this path, you got a GPS on, I know, okay, cool, I got 15 more miles on this road before I can even get off. Folks trying to get off with 5 miles left. Folks trying to get off this highway with 10 miles left. And now you end up in the wrong spot. Or you end up in a bad spot now. You feel me? So just take that in consideration, man. Your time is coming. You just got to wait sometimes. And you really got to sit back and reflect and understand that good things take time. And if what you trying to do and really trying to build is something of value, bro, it's going to take a while, bro. It's not going to happen overnight. But your time is coming, bro. But you have to know where you're going first. Because a lot of y'all be doing stuff just hoping it works out. Just thinking, okay, I'm going to do this. I seen this work for this guy. I seen this work for this guy. Not knowing that that will not work for you. You work different. You know what I mean? So really get some direction in your life, bro. And if you need help finding some direction, man, go ahead and shoot me DM, man. Go ahead and get in touch with me. Comment on this down below, and I can help point you in the right direction. Because even if I'm not able to help you, I have plenty of friends and other resources that I can kind of get you in the right area. Whether that be starting a new career, whether that be getting your health on point, whether that's getting your mindset right, building more confidence, go ahead and tap in with me, and I'll point you in the right direction. And while on this topic of that, there's another situation that came up recently, man, is you got to do what you want at the end of the day too, bro. Like I said, don't be worrying about what this person got going on and doing it just because it worked for him. You got to do what you want to do, man. I may not want what he wants, you know what I'm saying? And that's cool. Maybe we can help each other get from point A to point B, but to get to point Z, okay, we got to leave, bro. I can't keep doing this with you, you know what I'm saying? We had a good little year, good little 6 month, good little 3 month run, but it's time to part ways. I've grown and I'm past that, you know what I mean? You have to do what you want to do, man. And I'm going to say this from a story that came to my mind while I'm saying this, right? I worked a lot of jobs in my life, right? From 16 all the way to 24 right now, right? And I've never had a job longer than 2 years. I've always had a job. I've never had a job longer than 2 years though, right? So hear me out when I say this. I have experience in a lot of different fields and have dealt with a lot of different people. I remember being younger, working at these warehouses though, and I would always ask the older people like, hey, how long have you been here? Why do you like this job? What are you doing? Like, what's going on with you? You know what I'm saying? Just to pick their brain a little bit, right? What did you want to be when you grew up? And I ask them, well, why aren't you there? And pick their brain, right? So there's times I've been at jobs and maybe I spoke too much, or you get excited, you want to let people know what you got going on. And I'm like, hey, I'm finna leave the job. I got this plan. I got this going on, this going on. And they're like, don't do that, man. Do this instead. Now you should really stay at this job for 30 years, man. It's a good job. You should do this. You should do this. You should do that, right? And if I would listen to them people, man, I would not be here where I'm at right now, and I would not be excelling at the rate I'm excelling right now, right? There was times I was finna leave my old job, right? And people were like, hey, man, don't do it, man. The grass ain't always green on the other side. It's not always better, you know what I'm saying? And that may be true to an extent, right? But it's like your goals are not my goals. You know what I'm saying? You don't want what I want. You're living whatever life you're living. I got different dreams, goals, and aspirations, you know what I'm saying? So I got to do this, you know what I'm saying? I can't even listen to you. And you're not even in a position that I respect or want to be in. So why would I listen to that? You know what I'm saying? I'm respectful now. I'm not going to slander nobody that got something to tell me or want to see me win or has my best interest, right? Don't get it wrong. But in reality, though, like you got to understand this in your mind. Like, bro, you're not where I want to be. You're not somebody I look up to. So I can't even listen to you and take your word at how it's supposed to be taken. You know what I'm saying? So that's another big thing, man. You got to really look at what you want in this life, bro. And once you have that, once you know what you want, now you have the direction that you want to go in. You feel what I'm saying? So it just varies, bro. All right, y'all. So I'm going to cut this short. Got some things going on. I might do another one later or finish off. Matter of fact, I don't know what I'm going to do. I might finish off, but this might be the end. But we got some other shit going on today, too. So I'm going to catch y'all next episode. And stay tuned. All right, y'all. I know this is something different. I ain't usually done this before, right? But I'm just continuing from the video I had on earlier, y'all. Because I had ran into some things I had to go ahead and take care of. So I'm going to finish it here in the stew. So let's dive straight back into it, y'all. So last topic I was talking about was you have to do what you want to do, man. That's very important, man. Don't worry about what these other folks got going on. Do what you want to do, because people gonna try and lean you to what's best for them without having you in mind. They want to do what's best for them and not be considerate of what you have, your goals, your plans, your dreams. You know what I mean? It's, again, why you have to do what you want to do at the end of the day, right? But enough of that, man. Another topic I had on in my notes was this, man. Sometimes you got to go back to the basics, man. Remember how you got here, right? I was thinking about that the other day, because a lot of times, man, you'll get lost in the sauce sometimes, man. Or you made all these results, all this progress and stuff like that, right? And then you forget, how did you get here? You know what I mean? Which is why it's important to go back to the basics, man. Sometimes, man, it sounds crazy, it's kind of extreme, but like, I sleep on the couch just to remind myself, like, okay, cool, like, I could do this. I've been in these positions before. I've been in a twin size bed before, you know what I'm saying? I could do this again if I need to, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about fitness, man, going back to the basics, man. Sometimes you got to go back to the push-ups, man. Go back to the push-ups. That's the basics, you know what I mean? Don't forget where you came from, man. It all started with the push-ups, you feel what I'm saying? Another thing is, man, even when it comes to eating certain things, right? It's like, bro, before you had the money to go buy nice things and buy nice foods or buy different clothes, bro, like, bro, go back to the basics sometimes. Sometimes you got to rock out in the same outfit for a week straight, bro. Sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you got to be up from sun up to sundown working. Man, fuck it. Just lay straight down, wake up, get to it again, bro. 2-3 days in a row. You feel me? Got to go back to the basics, man. Never forget where you came from, bro. And the basics will never leave you. Think about boxing, too, man. All the basics you learn are the fundamentals you need to build anything, right? So in boxing, right, you will never not use the jab. You will never not use the right hand. You will never not use the left hook. These are the basics, man. Moving forward and moving backward. Basics. Learning how to pivot and roll. Basics. You learn all that stuff. You learn all that stuff, right? And you never lose or get rid of it, you know what I mean? Same when it comes to having your dreams and goals, but yeah, you'll get further away from where you were trying to get away from, right? Not having nothing, making some more money, making some progress, you know what I'm saying? Whether that's the gym, finances, your job, so on and so forth, right? Sometimes you gotta go back to the basics. Remember, man, eat a little struggle meal, man. Just in case. I be doing it. This is my mindset, right? I be doing that just in case I lose everything I built so far. And I can be like, okay, cool, I can still do this. I can still handle this. I know how to carry myself. I know how to manage with little to nothing. You know what I mean? Especially when you're on the come up, bro. You gotta learn how to manage with the least amount, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not spending money going out. I'm not going out to eat. I'm not buying snacks and stuff all the time. I'm not wasting my money on movies or video games and stuff like that. You know what I mean? If it's not getting me closer to my goals or closer to where I'm trying to be, cut it off. And that's how I was really when I started grinding, started getting money right, start getting my funds right, you know what I'm saying? Locking in on a job, doing shift to overtime, you know what I'm saying? Back to back to back to back. Back to the basics, man. Sometimes you gotta go ahead and do that again. Sometimes you gotta go ahead and do 3-4 doubles back to back to back. Get your money back right. Get ahead of the game, man. And a lot of times, a lot of people do that too, man. You'll get ahead, but you won't stay ahead, bro. For example, on your bills, right? You'll have 2-3 months worth of money ahead in rent, right? Okay, cool. You put it to the side and use that for rent. That when back in your mind, you don't got to stress that I got to pay this rent, right? And then instead of saving that same money up in the next 1 to 2 months, 3 months, so you could be ahead another 3 months and not have to worry about it, you fucked it off. You blew that money. You got ahead, but you didn't stay ahead, man. I think that's a lot of issues that people do, man. They get ahead and they get comfortable. Now you're complacent, you know what I'm saying? There's a difference between somebody who has desire and just wants it, you know what I'm saying? When you got a desire, bro, you're not going to let nothing get in the way. You're going to make sure you get ahead and stay ahead so you can keep making the best decisions to get you close to your goals. Versus somebody who just want it, you know what I'm saying? When they get it now, they're good, you know what I'm saying? They ain't shooting higher. They ain't on to the next thing. They ain't got no new set of goals, new set of plans and dreams. You know what I mean? So that's one thing that make a difference. We talked about it a little bit earlier too, is the time in life. You know, everybody got that time, bro. Sometimes not your time, bro. Sometimes you gotta look and understand, like, if I was to get everything I want and desire right now, it wouldn't be beneficial to me. It wouldn't help me out in the long run. I may not know how to act with this stuff right now. I may not know how to utilize this correctly at this very moment, right? Which is why you don't have it right now. But if you keep doing what you're supposed to be doing, you stay on track, on top of your stuff, you're going to be able to get it all in due time. And it'll be your time. It's your turn to shine now. You know what I'm saying? It's your turn to go ahead and flex and put on. But look, on another note, jumping off of these topics, man, we're going to jump into the basketball scene, right? I don't keep up with none of these sports. You know, the World Cup going on. And what else is it, man? The basketball going on, right? I've been seeing these videos on Instagram. One video in particular, there was one white man walking in New York with a Spurs jersey on, right? He's strolling, and he see the crowd, and they're kind of like crowding him. He's walking about his business, and the crowd keep getting closer. So they start getting close to him. I think they pulled his shirt. So he swung. Swung. Another dude walk up on him. He gets swinging, bro. This man was fighting for his life. I'm talking about, they end up jumping this man. I'm talking about stomping him out, man. Beating him down, you feel what I'm saying? So I don't know what happened prior to that, right? But I just think it's crazy, bro. Like, you know, I first thought it was playing, bro, but they really beat this man's ass, bro. They really did his ass in. I'm talking about 50 of them stomping him out on the ground, you know what I'm saying, over a jersey, bro. And I was thinking, man, that's New York, bro. That's a New York thing. Because that happened in Florida, bro. They would have up 5. They would have got to shooting some. You know, y'all don't got guns in New York. New York don't got guns. Down south, we got guns, bro. Everybody got a gun. You feel me? So something like that happening is kind of crazy, man. I don't foresee nobody getting jumped. You might get one little scuffle. You might get in one little fight. But folks jumping you, bro, over a jersey, or folks trying to rip your shirt, rip your jersey off, that's crazy, bro. That's insane. I don't keep up with none of these sports, man. I really feel like I need to now at this point, right? Because of how wild this stuff gets. But even in the FIFA, I don't keep up with the World Cup and stuff like that. But I don't see them guys doing stuff like that. Or them doing nothing crazy, actually. Like, I feel like everybody kind of respectful when it comes to that. The only other sport I think about that is like that, like football. Football always have people, like, you have fans that are drunk, or they sitting on the wrong side, and they drunk, talking crazy, bomb, and people getting feelings about that. But hockey's a good sport because them boys get active. Like, they could really fight in that bit. Like, if they on the ice and they got the issue, they gonna squabble that thing out. You know what I mean? But it's one-on-one. It's clean. It's fair game. You know what I'm saying? Bro, these folks getting jumped, bro. I'm talking about, I wish I could show y'all this clip, bro. They were jumping him, ripping his shit off. And then I see another one, same dude, another dude, younger black dude out there. They grabbed jersey. He like, bro, y'all not finna take my jersey off. But they all just started, fam. And there ain't nothing you can do about it, bro. His innocence was damn near taken from him, bro. That's damn near a body, bro. If another man rip your jersey off, bro, that's a body, bro. And that's not the body you want it to be, bro. That's crazy, man. You violated, bro. You just been violated by another man, bro. It's insane, right? So, man, y'all watch what's going on there too, man. Especially stay in New York, man. Stay safe, man. Have 2 jerseys, bro. Have like a reversible one. So whichever team is winning, you just put that bitch on. Yeah, that's what you need, man. You need to go ahead and get you a reversible jersey, man. So that these folks seeing like you got a losing team on, they get talking crazy. Like, hey, hold up, man. Take it off. But you take it off, you grab from both sides, right? So when you grab it, it flips inside out. And they just put it back on to the winning team. That's going to be a lifesaver. Yeah, that's going to be a lifesaver. The hard thing is going to be finding it for every team, you know what I'm saying? So if you can figure that part out, man, you're golden. You're good. But we'll see, man. I ain't never seen many sports get like that, even boxing and stuff like that. But boxing is different because they already fighting, you know what I mean? I never seen people get emotional about it and fight in the crowd, fight in the stands as much as I have like a football game or these basketball games or people on the streets. They're literally like going crazy in New York, bro. Like knocking down poles, doing this, doing that. It's kind of wild. Before I close this thing out, there is one thing I want to touch on, man. I've noticed this a lot, man. I've had a lot of faith, man. Been noticing a trend like 80s music coming back, that kind of style and stuff like that. And I've been saying it for a while. I feel like man, everything's are come back full circle. You know, history repeats itself, right? So we went through this era with the guns, the violence, using drugs, people ODing and stuff like that. And now we're coming back to like R&B music, singing those party vibes. You know, men and women are getting better. I'm not gonna say they're there yet, but I think men and women are getting better and stepping away from some of this red pill shenanigans, red pill nonsense. You know what I'm stuff, and stepping into just the roles that they need to be in. You know what I'm saying? The spaces and mental capacities they need to be in. You know what I mean? So I think that's a great thing, bro, and everything come around full circle, especially with all the past issues we had and all stuff going on. And I think after the Fulio case, man, a lot of these rappers are coming out too. Young Thug, Gunna, that situation, 6ix9ine situation. The Fulio case was a cherry on top, man. All these little cases like this and stuff going on, bro. Everybody's kind of slowing down. And I think people realize, like, man, this shit is real, bro. Like, we need to quit this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I think all that stuff is good, man. When the rappers start pushing out the right message and stuff like that, because music does move you, man. Music will change you, bro. That's why I be telling y'all it's important to watch what you listen to, watch what you put in your ears, bro. I don't even listen to Young Boy no more. I listen like an old Young Boy. I don't listen to him, bro. Because of the anger, the violence, the drugs, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not finna poison my mind with that stuff, you know what I mean? So definitely gotta tap in that R&B bag, man. Tap into those more positive vibes, tap into them party vibes, you know what I'm saying? Phoenix or Flexing, something like that's his name. He dropped a song called Rubbers, and it's like that 80s vibe or whatever. And I think it's pretty cool, man. Shit's pretty hard. So hopefully we stay on this trajectory where things are great, things are heading for the better. You know what I'm saying? But only time will tell. But all in all, man, I think it was a good episode, man. Something different. Like I said, me switching locations and cutting it halfway through. And I will catch y'all in the next episode, man. So go ahead, stay tuned, man, for what's next. Stay in that lab, keep working, and I'll catch you next episode.